The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour do not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsoring. Anything you hear may and will be used against you. Thank you. Vote for Hoppe Hour as best local podcast by the Creative Loafing Tampa. Spread the word.
Are you feeling classy today? Sit down, pour a glass of wine, and listen to Hoppe Hour.
You're tuned in to Hoppe Hour, an hour where Hoppe rants about something. Sit back and listen in. Hoppe Hour is on now. Hoppe Hour is on now.
What up? What is happening? This is Hoppe Hour. I am your host, Ryan Hoppe, and for the next hour, I will attempt to change the way you think. For the next hour, my goal is to make you laugh and not make you sad. Hey, that rhymed. But first, tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. If you want to get in contact with me and give me your opinion live, since we don't have a phone line. Also, if you want to email me like it's 2004, it's Ryan at hopperadio.com. But first, my favorite part of the show, let's let this beat drop. Oh, yeah. Making the beat drop. Oh, yeah. We have so much to get into, but as a quick reminder, you've probably heard, this probably isn't news unless you live under a rock or this is the first time you heard my podcast. I am up for Best Local Podcast in the Tampa Bay area by the Creative Loafing. Best of the Bay, the 25th anniversary. I'm very honored. I'm ecstatic. I can't believe it's real life. So go to tinyurl.com/vote Hoppe Hour. That is tinyurl.com/vote Hoppe Hour. While you are there, go to Best Local Podcast and click Hoppe Hour. Best Local Morning Show, Mike Calta, Best Radio Station, 102.5 The Bone, and more. Brought to you by the Creative Loafing. Thank you. I am honored to be on the list. All right. Enough of this music. We have so much to get into, so let's get it going. All right, I get that when you're an average American or you aspire to be a musician or an actor, you look up to celebrities. Or maybe you want to be a sports superstar someday, so you look up to athletes. Or like me, as a radio geek, you look up to radio show hosts. I looked up to guys like Opie and Anthony, Eddie and Jobo, Jonathan Brandmeier. So in life, you're always going to look up to people. But as the years go on, and now we have millennials looking up to certain people now, it's getting bad. And I know each generation says this about the next generation. It becomes the old man scenario sitting on the rocking chair on his front porch. Oh, these kids nowadays and their phones and their this and that. But it's actually getting kind of bad. Like, I don't get what's news anymore. Like, Walter Cronkite is laying over in his grave going, why is this news? Walter Cronkite is absolutely embarrassed that anything that Kanye West has ever done is news. He can't even believe it. Or anything that happens at the VMAs. I'm not hating on anybody who watches the VMAs. Who am I to judge? I watch violent TV shows. And I almost cried watching Frylock die at the last episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. By no means does anybody ever have the right to judge what you like. But for me, the VMAs is stupidity. It's moronic. Because it's so predictable. You see it coming a mile away. Justin Bieber looks outrageous. People can't believe how he has his hair done, this and that. It's the Kardashians dressed up in a nice dress, and we never seen that before. It's everyone's favorite class act. It's the girl you would love to bring home to Thanksgiving, Miley Cyrus, having a quote-unquote nip slip, which I will get to. It's Nicki Minaj acting like a gangsta buffoon. Never seen that before. It's Taylor Swift acting so cute and adorable. It's great. And then it's Kanye West acting like an ass. We've never seen that before. My point is, it's amazing how predictable the VMAs are. And speaking of that, oh, wow, Snoop Dogg has pop brownies and he's making pig jokes about the cops. I liked what Anthony Cumia tweeted. Snoop Dogg is acting like a hard ass talking about the cops. He's the one that's making Hot Pocket commercials in 2015. That's how cliche this award show, that's how forced this award show is when you have a former badass rapper talking about Hot Pockets in commercials, trying to comment on the cops at a lame award show. That's when you know it's bad TV, in my opinion. And first, before I get into Kanye West and why we shouldn't get mad at him, this post that I put on Facebook that I'm going to talk about, I could not believe the outrage it brought. I could not believe why people took it so seriously. I could not believe it. Here's what it says, and I was really proud of it when I wrote it. It was one of those things where when I was writing it, I thought about it for 2 minutes while on the toilet, because that's what I do when I'm going to the bathroom. I like to keep it clean. I don't say words like the P word when it talks about going to the bathroom. So I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm thinking, how should I write this? So I was really proud of how I wrote this Facebook post. It says, I love people who complain about MTV not playing as much music anymore. Have you heard of Pandora, Spotify, iTunes, or YouTube? They're pretty cool and very convenient. And what I love was the people who were just trying to outsmart me. What I love was the people who want to come at me because that post is aggressive. So I have this comment that was so moronic, that was so stupid, I actually laughed. I couldn't believe my eyes. I'm not going to say the guy's name, but I assume he'll hear this podcast. It says, I love when people complain about people complaining. By no means is this post me complaining. It's an observation. It doesn't ruin my day that people complain about MTV not showing music videos anymore. I just find it silly. I just find it so stupid. My guy, Jerry Potter of the Candy and Potter Show, said it best. It's like complaining about a president from 20 years ago. MTV is never, ever going to show music videos again. And if they do, the people who are complaining about them not showing enough music videos aren't going to like the videos that are going to be shown. They're going to show Anaconda by Nicki Minaj. They're going to show Ariana Grande. They are going to show Chief Keef, Drake. I'm pretty sure the people in their 30s or in their 40s who grew up on Nirvana, Duran Duran, everything that was shown on MTV, you're not going to want to see what's on MTV now. So why do you care what is shown on MTV? I don't get this argument. It's so stupid. And before I get to my take on Kanye West, I loved some of the comments that I got. Here's what it said. You didn't even exist when MTV played music. It's hard for you to have a valid opinion on something that was before your time. You know how stupid and how idiotic a comment is? I'm not comparing this to that, but that's like saying, how dare you give your take on the prohibition and why alcohol was illegal back in the day? Because I wasn't alive for it. How dare I? And now this analogy has nothing to do with MTV, but it's an example. How dare I talk about Abraham Lincoln and the Civil War? I wasn't alive for it. How dare I talk about the Iraq War, if I'm a millennial and I was born in 06, you have a human brain. You have ideas. You have thoughts. You have an IQ. You can comment on anything you want. And shame on this dumbass for saying this. I couldn't believe it. Just because I wasn't born to see music videos on MTV, I don't have the right to comment? That's stupid. I call it like I see it. It's middle-aged people who can't relate to this generation that just have to complain about something. So they go, oh, MTV has baby mamas and guys flexing at Jersey Shore. How dare they? Here's my thing. Every single generation is not impressed with the younger generation's work. So here's what I want to say to people who are 40 or 50 or even 30 who are complaining about MTV. Do you think your parents were impressed by Video Killed the Radio Star? Do you think they were impressed by Duran Duran, Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, AC/DC, Nirvana? I bet they thought Kurt Cobain was a junkie jerk. I mean, to comment on something that's happening now, it just makes you come off old. That's why I never comment about music. That's why I never hate on music, because it's what the younger generation likes. Every older generation doesn't like what the younger generation likes, and it's going to keep on happening. So these people who have to comment on MTV, this and that, it just makes you look old. It makes you look outdated, and it just makes you look silly. You don't come across original. Oh, my God. How dare you comment on MTV? Listen, bud, I will comment on whatever I want, bud, just because I wasn't born in 1984 and I missed the riveting 80s hair that was all messy, and I missed the lame music videos that were back then. Sorry I didn't get to see it. Wow, did I miss out? I mean, come on. Just because I wasn't alive to see it doesn't mean I can't comment. What a stupid argument. And it also said, it's music television. That is what MTV stands for. That is why people complain about it. What are they going to change it to? RTV? Reality TV? It's the name that's been there originally, so why would they ever change the name? It's just so silly. It's like you're never going to relate with this generation, so why should you even care? Why should you even comment? And the other thing is, it's just this social media gives you an outlet where you can complain and bitch, this and that. And maybe I'm a hypocrite. Maybe this post was me complaining, but either way, that dude's point was so stupid. You're wasting your time commenting on my post about me complaining about people complaining when you're complaining about it. I mean, you're no different, dude. I couldn't believe it. It made me laugh. It was comical. All right, I don't get the people who get so mad about MTV. Like, it's just entertainment, dude. It's just music, dude. It's just celebrities, dude. Like, who cares what they do? You have no control over them. And if you hate this whole thing so much, the VMAs, this and that, don't report it as news and ignore it. But all the middle-aged people have to talk about it. It's ridiculous. It's cool to talk about it. It's fine. I don't care if you report it as news. But if you're outraged over it and you want a certain celebrity to go away, stop talking about them. That's why I find Kanye West hilarious. And I will get to that next.
Next on Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Hi, this is Ryan Stuppridge, one of the hosts of the Sports Renegades, Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. On the Sports Renegades, Ryan Risky and I will discuss all the hot sports topics and all your favorite Chicago sports. Chicago baseball is back and better than ever, so look no further than the Sports Renegades to get your Cubs and White Sox fix. We're also discussing the Chicago Blackhawks as they try to chase down their third Stanley Cup in 6 years. Ryan Stuppridge and Ryan Risky bring you all the best on the Sports Renegades, Thursdays, 6 to 8 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. Ryan Stuppridge and Ryan Risky host the Ryan and Ryan Power Hour, Fridays from 12 to 2 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com.
Savior of the universe.
We're saving the universe with our sports
Oh, yeah.
talk. Cubs, Sox, Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks, DePaul Blue Demons? Yes, it's all right here on Ryan and Ryan. If it's not impossible for you, listen to the Ryan and Ryan Power Hour every Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com.
We score every one of us, stand for every one of us. We save everybody and everybody, every time, everybody flash.
Hoppy rants so hard he starts to sweat. It's basically his cardio. Hoppe Hour is on.
Damn right I'm on. You know me. I'm always ranting. All right. Let me know what you think about my rant that people need to quit bitching about MTV not playing music. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Or if you want to email me, it's not hard. Ryan at hopperadio.com. I'm trying to work on a feature where I can get you guys to call in via Skype. I mean, I have a phone line here at the room that I record at Cox Media, but the thing is, I'm not giving out the number because I don't want people to call 24/7 when there's like traffic reports coming in here. I don't trust people. I would never give out the phone number. It's a dumb idea. All right. We have so much to get into, so I just want to give my take on Kanye. It's so stupid. It's so ridiculous. I don't get the outrage. Like, he's not a real person. Like, there's those pictures that you'll see of memes where it shows him and Scottie Pippen laughing, and then the camera goes on him, and then he frowns. It shows that graduation picture where he didn't even really graduate from the school. His mom, rest her soul, was on the board of education, so he sort of got the bachelor's degree because of it. Like, I don't get why people get so mad about Kanye West. It's silly to me. Like, people need to realize that he lives off the attention. He is the fire, and everybody who gets mad at him is a big thing of gasoline, and you're just pouring it on him. He lives for the anger that he gets at Kanye West on Twitter. He lives when radio shows or TV shows rip on him. Like, he probably will run for president. But it was ridiculous that people were worried about it, or that people were mad that he said it. People are talking about it. It worked. People are talking about the chance at a rapper who made songs about gold diggers running for president. People are worried about a song about a rapper who made a music video where him and his girlfriend are basically having sex with a weird CGI background and him on a motorcycle, the song Bound To. They're worried that there's a chance that dude could be president. But then again, America's going down such a bad slope, I wouldn't count it out since idiocracy is upon us. The other thing is, people get so mad during the speech and they go, how dare he say this? Or how dare he say that? Kanye West doesn't even know what he's saying half the time. I didn't even need to watch a second of the VMAs because Twitter was predictable. When I saw the word Kanye, I knew he was going on some long-winded rant, and I kept checking Twitter, and it was for like 5 or 6 minutes. And people are like, when is he going to get off the stage? When is there going to be a way to get rid of him? This isn't the Oscars. This isn't a respectable award show. This is the Video Music Awards on MTV. They want him to do this. This brings in ratings. This brings in attraction. They're not going to shoo him off. Like, I'm not complaining about celebrities. It's fine if you want to cover them. Like I said, I almost cried when a cartoon character that's a box of fries died on a cartoon series finale. I have no right to ever rip on what someone's into. I just don't get why people get so into celebrities that they live through them and then they have anger. Like, if we're mad about Kanye West, our country's going down a bad path. Like, if he brings out anger and people are actually, like, clenching their fists while watching MTV, something's going on, man. Like, there's no reason Kanye West should ever get anybody mad. Like, he actually makes me laugh because he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. I would say top 50, maybe not top 10, but he's definitely up there. He had so many good hits. He's, without a doubt, one of the best rappers from the 2000s. You have sort of 50 Cent, you have Eminem, you have Jay-Z, you have them Franchise Boys. I'm just kidding, but I did like to lean with it, and I did rock with it. I mean, the guy's talented. And that's one thing that annoys me. Just because people hate on Kanye West and they find him ridiculous, they then say he's not talented. He could out-rap any of us ever. He has more swagger and better social skills than any of us. He is banging Kim Kardashian for a living. He is on a reality show where he gets to have sex with Kim Kardashian. Not on camera, but she's pregnant a second time. So he is more successful, and he has dated and had sex with hotter women than we will ever. He has been to more fun parties than we could dream of. So the fact that people get mad at Kanye West, to me, is just silly. It's just repetitive. Like, it's been going on since 2006. Okay, when he said that George Bush doesn't care about black people during the Hurricane Katrina thing with Michael Myers, that was kind of disrespectful. It made me laugh, but it was disrespectful. I actually liked when he went up and did that thing back in 2009 when he took the spotlight from Taylor Swift, because I'm convinced that that was planned. Because her face is so, like, fake. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm cute. I'm, like, 19 at the time. This rapper who's, like, 32 at the time is taking my attention. And if it wasn't fake, she did such a brilliant job of setting her legacy forever by making that face. Can you imagine if she freaked out? Her reputation would be ruined forever. But as Dash says, who works in the hallway here at the Cox Media building, he said it perfectly. That face set her career forever. Unless she makes a sex tape or does something very risque like that or edgy, she will always be the likable girl. So I just find it so silly. I find it so ridiculous when people take celebrities so seriously, especially in 2015 when it's all about ratings and money and money and money. Like, it's not real life. It's not real news. I don't get why people get mad at it. Okay, it's fine to report it as news, but when you do it with anger and you show this hatred and this, like, just frustration and animosity towards Kanye West, you're not really proving a point. It's been going on for almost 7 years. Like, move on. If you want Kanye West to go away, it's the bully factor. It's the same thing as that bully that would never leave you alone on the playground. Ignore him. Unfollow him on Twitter. Quit tweeting at him. He will run out of material. But the fact that people keep hating on him, the fact that people keep ripping on him, he will never go away. I'm sorry. Second thing I want to talk about from the VMAs, people were surprised. People were astonished that there was a nip slip involving Miley Cyrus. If I were a betting man, I would have gone to a Vegas bookie and been like, she will either have a nip slip or have sex on camera, because at this point, I don't get where she will stop at. She has no limit. Like, the girl was a clean-cut Party in the USA Disney actress. And then all of a sudden, she twerks on Robin's thick, get what I did there, 2 years ago, and everything changed. So I don't get why people are shocked when there's a nip slip. And anybody who thinks that was accidental, you are silly, man. You are so gullible. Look at the ceiling. I promise you the word gullible's up there. If you think that Miley Cyrus accidentally had her nipple come out at a Video Music Award show, stop it. The other thing I don't like about her is she thinks she's so hot and she walks around. Look at me, I have boobs. Like, you are good looking. Like, if you wanted to go out with me, I would be a sellout and say yes. But since that scenario will never happen, I will say this. She's not in porn. She's not a webcam girl, but if she were anybody else and she weren't a former Disney actress, we would be treating her differently. But we're so astonished that she's gone down this path that we give her this treatment of, oh my God, she'll grow up sometime. She's basically the new Lady Gaga or the new Madonna of the millennial generation. Because it's all about sex and shock. And what will she do at this award show? What will she wear at this award show? Oh my God. I mean, seriously. And the other thing is, this will be the inner old me ranting about this. I'm the old man with the rocking chair on my porch saying this. But she is an embarrassment to my generation. I'm friends with a lot of people, actually most people in radio, on my Facebook. And they seem to have this attitude that they think this is how people are in my generation. She's an embarrassment. She's a disgrace. She's scummy. There are words to describe her that I will keep it clean because I try to keep my podcast clean and never be vulgar. I'm edgy. I speak to my mind, but I never want to swear. But there are certain words that describe Miley Cyrus. And what makes me sad is, when you go to the mall, or when I covered the Ariana Grande concert for the Mike Calta show, you see, how do I say this lightly? You see kids that are in high school or middle school sort of dressing up like her or having the same hip hair like her. And you're just like, does your dad know that you're wearing that? Because obviously Billy Ray Cyrus doesn't mind that much that she's doing this. He's a one-hit wonder. He loves, even if his daughter is kind of a skank a little bit, he doesn't mind it. It makes him money. He's able to make it rain anywhere because his daughter is selling sex. I'm sorry. This isn't being a rebel. This isn't a phase. This is what makes her money. Someone told her, you were known as the clean-cut girl from the country who made a song Party in the USA. You were on a lovable sitcom for girls. What if you were to twerk on Robin Thicke and then everybody will be surprised? What if you go in a Wiz Khalifa music video and you begin twerking, even though you really don't have a butt? And usually it's people with big butts that do it in music videos. What if you have a music tour called Bangers? If you would have told me in 2007 that she would have a tour called Bangers and she would be twerking and shaking her butt, I would be so in awe. I'd be astonished. And that's why this is working, because people can't believe it. They're astonished. Miley Cyrus, Kanye West, they all play this role of shocking us. And what's sad is we're falling for it. The next award show, what is she going to do? She's going to wear some scandalous dress and do something outrageous, maybe say something wild and something edgy online. Or she'll make a new music video and she will be dressed like this or that. We'll be so astonished and outraged, the fake outrage police. Yeah. But what's sad about this, I don't really think that millennials look up to Kanye West because they hate how he treats everyone's favorite golden girl, Taylor Swift. So to me, no one really looks up to him. Plus, he hasn't made a hit since, 2009 or 2010. So my generation, the late 90s to early millennials, grew up on him. So kids that are kids now in 2015 don't really like Kanye West. So whatever he does doesn't really influence them. But what's scary about Miley Cyrus is people look up to her. Her music is for kids between 14 to 19 to 21. She's such an awful role model. She's doing songs about doing Molly. And she's on the cover of the Rolling Stone with that tongue thing. Like, it's just so sad. Like, I know Madonna wasn't exactly clean, this and that. I know Marilyn Monroe wasn't clean. But they weren't so in your face about sex. Like, they kind of left a little bit of an imagination. Or Farrah Fawcett. Every generation has that sex symbol. But, I mean, it's just so sad that kids look up to her. It's just sad altogether, these, like, award shows. Like I said, it's fine if you're into it. It's fine if you cover it for news. But when you actually get outraged and you're surprised at what happens at these award shows, it's more predictable than an episode of CSI Miami when David Caruso finds the murderer at the end who killed the teenage daughter. I'm just saying, it's getting out of hand.
Next on Hoppe Hour.
Before I get up on out of here, everyone's favorite piece of dirt rapper, Chief Keef, has had a son. We are so happy for him that he gave birth, or that his girl gave birth to a baby, and he is now a father, said no one ever. And the name that he gave his kid is Idiocracy. This actually is the definition of Idiocracy. I know I say that a lot, but promise me, what he named his kid will make you have no hope for society, because this was reported as news. I will get to that and more after this on Hoppe Hour. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour.
Fantasy Fanatics has changed its name. We're now the Ryan and Ryan Power Hour with hosts Ryan Stuppridge and Ryan Risky. Same time, Fridays, 2 to 4 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. The Ryan and Ryan Power Hour will be transitioning away from fantasy sports talk and talking more about Chicago sports and sports in general. Make sure you tune in, as we will still be doing our signature Pick'em segments and bringing you updates and up-to-the-minute sports news. So listen in to us every Friday from 2 to 4 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com or on your mobile device using the TuneIn Radio app. Ryan Stuppridge and Ryan Risky host the Ryan and Ryan Power Hour, Fridays from 12 to 2 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com. We're saving the universe with our sports talk. Cubs, Sox, Bulls, Bears, Blackhawks, DePaul Blue Demons? Yes, it's all right here on Ryan and Ryan. If it's not impossible for you, listen to the Ryan and Ryan Power Hour every Friday from 12 to 2 p.m. on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hoppe Hour is live. Pot it up. It's time to turn Hoppe on.
All right, welcome back to Hoppe Hour. Tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio. Like I teased before break, everyone's favorite classy rapper, Chief Keef, has now become a father. Good for him. We're all happy for him. Yeah, no, not really, not at all. All right, here's the article, and it's from a publication in Chicago, and I'm very angry that this was front page news because he represents the violence in my home city. He represents violence because all his songs are about bang bang, and Chicago has some of the worst crime. So why are you covering the rapper who influences it and is from it and spreads no positivity? So there's a side note. It says here, Chief Keef names newborn after his record label. That air was for a reason. Chief Keef names kid after record label. I like money. You interrupted me during all my balls, and that is not okay. Idiocracy is upon us, folks. When it's news that Chief Keef named his newborn after his record label, I'm done. Maybe I should just quit doing radio and just go into a desert and just live there forever with lizards and just be anonymous. Why is this news? I don't get it. It says here, Chicago rapper Chief Keef has named his son after his record label in effort to promote his latest album, even though he'll be broke in 5 years and no one will know him when his kid is 18 and crossing the stage in high school. So there's no point of doing this. I added that last part. That wasn't in the article. It says here, and this is from Alki David from his record label, from Film On Record, which makes some badass music videos like King Louie, this and that. It says here, Chief Keef and his newest baby mama. Could you imagine in the 80s, they're like, Duran singer and his baby mama gave birth. Like, it's just funny in 2015. That's how we report the news. Chief Keef and his newest baby mama have agreed to name the newborn. Are you ready? My name's Ryan John Hoppe. There are such celebrities that name their kids Moonraker and Apple and Surrey. That's fine. It's unique. It's weird. The kid's name is Snow, Filmon.com, Cozart. I will repeat, Snow, Filmon.com, Cozart. First of all, why is it .com? Because in a year, you will be so broke, you won't be able to afford that website name. I might as well name my kid Napster.com or myyearbook.com in 10 years or whenever I have a kid. I mean, ridiculous. It says here, and this is from the CEO again, in light of new developments disputing that Chief Keef is the father of baby Snow, the streaming TV and music platform Filmon.com is retracting the right to let the mother use the middle name Filmon.com until paternity is settled. We wish Miss Woods all the best. Guess what Chief Keef's real name is? Keith Cozart. No wonder he goes by Chief Keef. There's no rapper that could have street cred that could be a badass with the name Keith Cozart. His name is Keith Cozart. I'm crying laughing. His name is Chief Cozart. This dude. Yeah. The rapper that can't pronounce words, I bet he can't even spell his own name. That's why it's Chief Keef. It's easy to spell. I bet when he writes checks, it's just scribble scrabble. I don't expect much from Chief Keef. I'm sorry. I don't expect much from a rapper that song is called Love Sosa. And here it is, the clean version.
These love Sosa, oh, and the no, and with them old boys, you gon' get over.
You want the lyrics? Because listening to this is like listening to gibberish or like listening to a song backwards. All right, I'll do the clean version, which is hard. These bees love Sosa, oh end or no end. Effing with them oh boys. You gon' get effed over. Raris and Rovers, get it? Because he doesn't want to say Ferraris. These H's love Chief Sosa, I bet, because of your good looks, kid. Hit him with that cobra. Now that boy slumped over. Jesus, that's very, that's a very nice message you want to give your kid, beating up people and hanging out with H's. I mean, come on. You boys ain't making no noise. Y'all know I'm a grown boy. Yo clique full of broke boys, which will be me in 5 years when I spend all my money on coke. God y'all some broke boys. God y'all some broke boys. God y'all some broke boys. We GB dope boys. We got a lot of dough boy. Oh my God. Here it is. Let's let the beat drop, I guess. Or here's his other classic hit. Do you know what's sad? Music is so bad that at some point, this is going to be classic hits in like 25 years. This is actually going to be like, you'll have like some radio DJ like, yo, remember this? Hate Being Sober by Chief Keef. Yeah, taking you back to 2014. Remember that?
when our country was broke and we reported it as news. This is the dirty version. It does not represent Cox Media Group or its sponsors. I just could not find the clean version. I'll play it low, and I will read the lyrics, because this is actually moronic. This actually makes you glad that you didn't drop out of high school. Even if there were times that you're like, I hate going to school, this will make you be glad that you got an education. Here it is. It's called Hate Being Sober, which makes sense for someone that named their name Chief Keef. Damn, I hate being sober. I'm a smoker. No, really? Frito a drinker. Tado off Molly water. We ain't able to spell sober. Well, no duh. I can't imagine you know how to spell your own name, Keith Kozart. Ball out, roll up. When we roll up, bees be on us. All the H's, they love smoking and love drinking. Anti-sober for no reason, because we can't spell sober. Such a dumbass. You know us? We smoke strong, bruh. Watch me roll up, because I can't spell sober. On my tour bus, we get dumb high. Use a floor boy. Frito got a hangover. He totin' a coke, bruh. Sounds safe. I'm glad you're a dad. Last night, he was shooting S up like O-Dog. Sounds like a class act. Reezy Rollin', Tado got H's on Molly's. Good, I'm glad the women are on Molly. Sounds safe. Chief Keef, ball out. We ride high Raris. Oh, of course, you have to. Pimp out my ride. My bees love drinking, love some smoking. I hope they're not pregnant. Let me, alcoholic bee, hit the Dutch. She begin choking. Oh, my God. Call up D-Money. Now we throw money. D-Money, I turned 22 on Friday. Do you want to meet up at downtown St. Pete and get turned up? D-Money. I want to meet you, D-Money. All these bees off the S-walk around like some zombies. I want to read it uncensored, but I like keeping my show clean, so it's hard to do it. And then 50 cents in this. Ridiculous. I like money. On my balls. Welcome to Costco. I love you. The fact that Chief Keef is one of the top rappers out, the fact that this was front page news, I don't want anybody thinking I'm talking about this because I'm treating it as real news. The reason I talked about the VMAs and the outrage towards Kanye West or Chief Keef is because I want to show people and I want to make you think that if we hate them so much, we should just ignore them. Or else, welcome to Costco. I love you will be an actual job description. I swear to God.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
$8. There's just $200 here, Nappy.
Seriously? $200? I can barely let the porn shoot for that much.
Porn shoot?
Yeah, we direct pornos.
You teach him El Porno yet, Juby? Huh?
Shut up!
What is this word? El Porno.
It means wealth. It's how you use your body to make money. Isn't that right, Juby? Tell him. Tell him with your mouth.
Shut up, Nappy. Where's Mappy?
We left his ass back at the house. Who needs maps anymore? I'll tell you where to go. I'm Gypsy, the GPS.
Gypsy can run the camera. It'll be fine.
Yeah.